is Axis.
And this is Cave Johnson.
Alright.
No, not gonna work for you?
I am here to talk about League of Legends.
Oh, I thought this was our new show for Portal. Darn.
There's not that much to talk about. Make hole. Walk through hole. Other thing go through hole, make thing happen, that's strange. Game over. Moving right along. Got a couple of things this week, folks, regarding League of Legends, of course.
Well, backstory to this. After we recorded last week's episode, Riot thought they would throw a curveball out and release not one, but two sneak peeks.
Oh, yeah,
just two sneak peeks. Monkey King and Rumble. Yeah, besides Monkey King, Rumble, what else we got for news?
A couple of new skins this week, up until Teemo and a Kayle skin.
Yay, Kayle skin.
Got a couple of sales this week on both champions and skins. The national circuit for League of Legends is coming closer and closer to climax. There's something there, but I'm sure the thing everyone is thinking about is Mr. Rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble! Alright.
Yes.
Let's just kind of go over him really quickly.
First thing on everyone's mind is Mr. Rumble, brand new champion.
Are you going to get his passive right this week, or are you going to say it does the complete opposite of what it's supposed to do?
It's called Junkyard Titan, his passive. It's somewhat similar to Fury with a few key differences going on right now. His abilities cost heat, and when it pretty much generates like a resource bar. When he is above 50% heat, he's in the
danger zone,
causing all his basic attacks, basic spells. Again with this? They tried to trick me again! They have additional effects. When he reaches 100 heat, he overheats, silencing for a short duration and causing his physical attacks to deal additional magic damage. His heat drains over time, so keep that in mind. This interacts with his abilities in a number of ways. We'll go over each individual circumstance. Flame Spitter, his first ability, torches a cone in front of him, dealing damage. Kind of puts a dot on everyone in a cone in front of him. When he's in the danger zone, he deals additional damage. Next ability is Scrap Shield. Creates a shield over him for a couple of seconds, gives him a short burst of speed. While he's in the danger zone, he gains increased effectiveness to the shield and additional boosts to his speed. Next ability is Electro Harpoon. He launches a missile that deals magic damage and puts a slow on them that stacks based on how many times you hit them with it. I imagine it'll have a short cooldown in that case. You can also, pair it with a second shot within a few seconds, so it functions somewhat similar to Lee Sin's ability where, bam, you can fire another one, you have a small window. While he's in the danger zone, the damage is increased and the slow percentage is increased as well. His final ability is Equalizer. Calls down a line of rockets over a target location. It deals initial damage and it leaves a dot on the ground. So anyone who walks in that, kind of similar to Corki's Valkyrie, they'll take damage there. But they're also slowed. This does not interact with Danger Zone.
Alright, that's getting really old.
That's the last time we have to do it.
We won't do it next episode.
Okay. But this champion looks like he's going to be a heavy-duty caster.
I'm getting a lot of Renekton vibe from him right
Yeah, he'll be like a Renekton caster in that he'll function heavily off of combos. This seems like another combo weak character where you're going to want to, bam, hit him with Flame Spitter up in your cone, and then sort of kite him away using your Scrap Shield and Electro Harpoon. Doesn't sound like he'll be terribly, terribly effective, but Junkyard Titan is passive with the physical attacks deal additional damage. Based on that alone, I want to say that he'll function in a way where you want to have AP and attack speed, where you'll spam your abilities real quick and then start rocking out with that attack speed. So things like Jinso's Rage Blade will work really well. What do you think?
I'm getting a Corki Renekton hybrid. It sounds like this is what Corki was originally designed to be, but because of the limitations of their designs and the way the game was originally functioned, before they had other types of mana and energy and whatever Renekton is. This is what it was planned to be. A very hard-hitting character, a lot of artillery, a lot of multiple abilities here. So I'm going to see he's going to be probably like Corki, that he can be built either AD or AP. You could go AD cooldown, kind of be like Urgot with his missiles, and just hammer those.
And slow him down and then catch up to him with the move speed?
Yeah, and he even sounds a little tanky. Well, not because of the giant robot, but just the shield.
Yeah, the shields...
That's going to be annoying right off the bat.
All of them say they deal magic damage, so I imagine his ability is going to be based on magic.
We'll still go with Lee Sin on this one. Physical attacks even said magical damage. We thought so, and then you'd go to the character, we'll deal magic damage, but it's scaled off 80.
Yeah, it's strange. Well, we'll see. I mean, the ratios will really be the defining factor for him because, again, a shield and a stackable slow sounds very melee-esque.
A shield and move speed, that right there is going to be a pain in the butt. Because think about it, you're going to try to hit someone, the shield and...
They'll be very good at kiting. But Flame Spitter, Equalizer both spell out a very strong AoE caster. So it'll really depend on how good his ratios are, because everything but Harpoon is everything but Harpoon and Shield. It's AoE, so those will probably be low ratios, to be honest. But
there's one thing I feel that can kind of hinder him, and that is when his passive says he hits that full cap, he loses the ability to cast spells.
Well, yeah, it could be for 2 seconds, it could be for 5 seconds.
Still, the 2 seconds, if you're silenced, and if it's by your own mistake, that's not a good thing. That could be a huge flaw to this character. It could say, you're casting, you're doing very heavy damage, you could shoot 2 missiles, and you could probably be at 50% if you have a lot of cooldown reduction, you're hitting those missiles off. 4 good shots could overheat you, and you need that escape mechanism, or you need something like that. That can...
Well, still, that's just good resource management. I mean, you can burn abilities too soon on any character. This character is just, see, he's a ranged character with a non-mana system, so in essence, he should be punished for doing too much range too quickly.
That is true.
I mean, that's one of the biggest issues I have with Catriona is, sure, he has long cooldowns, but he has no resource systems. So you really have no right to complain about that. It's a ranged character with no mana. That's great. But this character, if you spam your range too much, you don't go in there and, wait or maybe take advantage of his passive, you're going to get burned, which is, in my opinion, it's a good thing. It encourages people to escape from one particular role or even just manage their abilities better.
That's true. Good point on that one. I still feel like it's going to, cost some... Depending on first week, a lot of people are going to overheat a lot.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But I think because of the way his passive works, that even if you do overheat, you still have that extra damage there. So even if you burn yourself, you can switch modes, because he's a ranged character.
Yeah, he is. But that's pretty much... I'm not really excited for him like I was with Brand, or he just doesn't seem as interesting as a couple of the other characters came out. He just feels like a ranged rehash of Renekton.
I disagree with that. I think he looks, based on the way his abilities are going to kind of sync together, I almost want to say I'm going to build him kind of like a Nidali character, where, you get Jinsos and a lot of AP, just so that way you're pumping out a lot of damage.
It's true.
Even when you're overheated.
But I did talk smack about a lot of characters, and they turned out to be really good. I talked really bad about Caitlyn. She was really good.
You're a mean person.
Yeah.
I don't know why I talk to you.
Because I feed you.
Oh.
So... Along with that, we got kind of a sneak peek of the Monkey King. He's not going to come out right away. Maybe probably in about 4 years after the game's launch, you might see Monkey King or something. Probably like a Lee Sin.
That's funny.
That, or there's some speculation it could be a Jack skin. Either way, it would be kind of interesting to see it. I know they said it's a champion sneak peek, but...
We'll see.
The way he moves, it looks like something if they gave him a legendary skin. Because that would be pretty cool.
Again, speculation at this point. I think he's going to be a new champion. That's just me, though.
Either way, that I would like to... If he's like the way in the movie The Forbidden Kingdom with Jackie Chan and some other guy in there, the Monkey King was really cool. Like, some of the stuff he could do was amazing. So if they kind of copy that movie, bring in the Monkey King...
It's Journey to the West is what it's based on.
Yeah, Journey to the West. And it's a lot of different Asian cultures and a lot of different influences brought into this character from all the different stories. Yeah. Involving the Monkey King. Because he's not... It's like a... What was that story that a lot of... It was like the spider, the little spider
A
from
legion of spiders?
not a legion of spiders. He was like a voodoo spider guy that would like torment this crocodile for all eternity. Someone's gonna get it, but
Alright, well, I'm going to ignore you and move on to our next point.
2 skins.
Cottontail Teemo and Battle something. What is it? Battle Hardened? Battleborn!
Battleborn.
It was
Kayle.
Battle something, and I got it. Battleborn Kayle. Teemo skin. Another Teemo skin. Another cutesy Teemo skin. If you're into that sort of thing.
He hops.
Good for you.
He hops and lays eggs. There's nothing really different. The Battleborn Kayle skin, though, compared to some other skins that have come out recently, it's highly more detailed. She has a new dance, I noticed. I don't know if they...
that's new for all.
Yeah. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, they upgraded her dance and Vaker's dance, actually.
Yeah, Vaker's dance was a couple patches ago, but I didn't notice. I haven't played her in a while. I picked up this skin, I'm like, oh, it's going to be a reskin of her silver skin, you know, get rid of the helmet, voila, new skin, $9.75. This one looks like they put a lot of work into, and this one makes me happy because Kayle, favorite character, great, awesome.
Hey.
So pick them up. They look good if you're a Teemo fan and you can't get enough cutesy wootsy skins.
Yeah, it looks better than the astronaut one, in my opinion.
Yeah, it does.
Next thing, a couple of skin sales. Boom Boom Jax, Desperado Cassiopeia, and
Slugger.
Little Slugger Trundle. Boom Boom Blitzcrank's probably the best one of the three. I have Desperado Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia were better. It might be worth it. But for now, not really.
You don't see a lot of Trundles.
Trundle, he's an amazing jungler. So really, I mean, if you played a lot of junglers, it might be one to pick up. And of course, circuit matches. Yeah, that's all great. If you're into that sort of thing, you guys can look it up. Otherwise, we won't be able to tell you everything, obviously.
Yeah, we're not on the floor.
I'm not quite qualified to talk about tournament things. Questions this week. The first one on our last video was made by the number 3. And he asked, will you answer this question with no? And of course, I'd have to answer that with, I will not. Next question we have was to our email.
From anonymous user. He asked us, I just started playing League of Legends about 2 weeks ago, and I have enough right points to pick up a basic champion, and I was wondering, who should I pick? What are your both opinions?
Basic champion or basic ability? What was it?
Basic champion. Basic champion, you know, like...
There's just no word everything crazy. Okay. Let's each give our... Alright, I would suggest, as a starting champion, I would definitely go with Master Yi. He is a very, very powerful champion. It allows for a lot of margin of error. It's a lot of base damage, and allows for simple builds that you can still be effective with. He has a lot of room for error, just because, you know, you can meditate up, you can Highlander away, and you just get a lot of base damage from his abilities. So it allows you to feel accomplished while not necessarily knowing the best ways to build.
I was going to say Master Yi as well. If you're looking for a melee character, go with Master Yi. If you're looking for someone more ranged, like we always recommend Ashe.
Dead Ash!
She's a great range champion. She can kite very well. You can build on her. There's multiple builds for her.
Multiple beards.
Ashe has a nice beard growing for her.
Multiple beards all ready for her.
Also, I'd recommend, if you're looking for a champion that is great attacking as well as defending, Kayle. She has a great...
Great at being horrible. Moving on.
Thanks.
Yeah, guys, still looking for questions for this week. Well, for next week, rather. So post them below in our comments section. Or send them to our email, spasticgaming@gmail.com. It is located below. Please, any question you have, pick one at random, throw it up there, give you recognition if you would like. If you don't, just tell us. We're happy to do that for you. What else we got? Something about t-shirts? Still got t-shirts up?
We still got the t-shirts on there. They were incredibly expensive if you first saw them. They were $26.
Yes, so have we bumped them down a little bit?
I'm working on it. One site says it's at $24. Another one says $26.
That is way too much.
So I'm working on trying to get them down. I think that's ridiculous.
Royalties are crazy. I don't know. It's just...
Some of the royalties are from me for some reason, because it made me charge for using our own logo.
Our own logo. Well, that's terrific.
Also, if you want to help out the show and you don't like our shirts, you can actually use that logo on your own t-shirt and make something crazy on your own too, and we get royalties for that.
Or you can just yell at Water Elemental, and it'll make me feel good, which really is probably the best for the show, if you think about it. Yeah, I want to end on that, because I like feeling good. This has been Axis.
And Water Elemental.
And I am telling you that it is 4:44, so make a wish.